So today I want to talk about technology. Technology is going to be a central part of our class. It's going to be one of the key discourses that we're going to discuss throughout the quarter, and so it's really important that we come up with a definition for this conversation. What I mean to say here is not that we're going to define what technology is like all technology is this definition is the rule of law. It's not going to be that kind of definition. More so, I want to come up with a definition that nuances our conversation or focuses our conversation around this sort of difficult concept to understand. When we have that sort of definition, this sort of conceptual definition, then I think we'll have a much more fruitful conversation, which is really the point of this class. So we're talking about technology, and we've already had that conversation manifest in our FAQ for the syllabus. And one of our classmates asked the following question. Is technology limited to technological devices, such as a smartphone or computer, or could it also be expanded to include communication technologies, that is, email or social media? And I think I went on to add, both in my answer and in my participant profile, that technology can be a sort of intellectual invention as well. It could be like the number 0. I used 0 as my technology for the participant profile. You could think of gravity as a sort of technology. We humans came up with this notion of gravity to help us understand how the universe works. It's not that our understanding of gravity is perfect. It's just a really helpful handle to understand why things in the universe move the way they do and why they don't move the way we might want them to. And also we could think about literacy or writing, which is a technology we use throughout this class quite a bit. You've probably seen that in my 12-page syllabus. So couldn't all of these things be considered technology? For what it's worth in my class, I believe that all of this counts as technology. The reason why is this. It seems to me that technology is something that, you're going to want to write this down. This is good stuff for notes. We're going to be studying this all throughout the quarter, so take notes. Technology is this. It's what humans devise to distinguish themselves. That's number 1. And it's also something that humans do to make life more meaningful. All right, technology, in my understanding, has 2 parts. It's what humans devise to distinguish themselves, and it's also what they devise to make life meaningful. Everything that we've probably ever considered as technology, in common usage and scientific usage, includes both of these things, okay? It's something people use to distinguish themselves and make life meaningful. Memorize this, okay? We're going to be building on this concept as we go throughout the quarter. For now, I want to break down this really broad definition to help us understand why it's useful and powerful for describing what humans are up to with their technologies. Okay, first of all, let's talk about distinguishing themselves. Humans distinguish themselves. When we say that, we mean they make difference, okay? And making difference is this. There's something about human beings that they start drawing lines behind who has what and who doesn't have what, right? The classic haves and have-nots. And you're going to see a great example of that in our reading for this week with Jared Diamond and the concept of cargo, okay? That is all about making a difference. Why is it that some humans have X and other humans don't have X, okay? And meaning, meaningful life, or how human or how good of a human you are, how worthwhile, maybe how rich you are, how influential you are, all has to do with the stuff you've got and the stuff you can do. Well, I think that's a key aspect of technology. So when we say technology is used to distinguish themselves, humans have technologies and they use it, they're proud of it, and it ends up causing rifts, okay? It ends up causing distinctions. It makes difference. I hope you're with me so far. Okay, so that's one aspect of technology that we're going to really study in this course, especially along lines of gender and ethnicity, okay, or gender and identity. We'll look at ethnicity, we'll look at disability, we'll look at any place you see humans identifying themselves and making themselves different, okay? Technology is always present. All right, let's move to the second aspect, and that is it helps make life meaningful. And when I say it makes life meaningful, this is how we might think about it, okay? If distinguishing themselves means make difference, make life meaningful is all about making a difference. People use technology to make a difference in the world. There's no such thing as a technology that someone invented in order to make their own lives more miserable. Technology simply doesn't work that way. We humans don't work that way. We try to make a difference with all the technology we use. And as we'll learn in the next couple of weeks, sometimes our best intentions don't pan out, right? Sometimes our best intentions end up into something more beautiful. We stumble upon an even better technology. Sometimes our inventions accidentally hurt other people or ourselves. And sometimes our inventions help us out. Our technologies are good for helping us out, but they really make life miserable for somebody else. Well, all that to be said, making a difference can be a meaningful thing for human beings. And so it's important to recognize that both aspects are involved in technology. So technology is about what humans devise to distinguish themselves and to make life meaningful. We can understand that another way by how humans make difference and how humans make a difference. As you do your readings this weekend, as you relax from your first week of the quarter, I hope you will do the following things. Go out into the world, be where you are, and notice the technologies around you. Ask yourself, how are these technologies used to make difference? How are they used to make life meaningful? Can you understand this technology as something humans are using or devising to distinguish themselves or to make their lives more meaningful? If you do that, you are well on your way to success in this class. I look forward to your continued participation in the participant profile. They're looking great so far. I really appreciate your syllabus questions, and this all really bodes well for our conversation around gender identity and technology.